Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. My name is Jada Marie Stacy, and whoever invited you on here today cares a lot about you because this is about to change your life if you were open to letting it. So, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my story. And I am a visual person. So, if you guys don't mind, I would love to share a couple things with you guys on the screen. So, if you're not able to see this, at least you'll be able to hear me. So my story begins January of last year, January 11th, actually. And I'm not even going to lie, I was in a really, really rough spot mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially. And if you guys know anything about chronic illness, you know how it can completely rule your world in every possible way. But maybe you don't have a chronic illness. Maybe you have something else. Maybe you have financial illness. Maybe you have mental health illness. Maybe you're like so many Americans, or if you're listening all over the world, that you are really struggling with just having a community you can turn to during this very difficult time in the world's history. If any of this sounds like you're probably going to want to get out a piece of paper and a pen and pay close attention. Because if you're willing, what I'm about to talk about, if you're like me and thousands of others that have been introduced to Q to change their lives, it will change your life. For me, there's so many things that has changed for me. But the biggest thing that I want to comment on is the financial illness. 2 weeks before my husband and I, who's this little hottie right here, well, he's kind of tall. I'm the little one, but we were discussing where we were going to hide my car because it was about to get repoed. It was in repo status. And we were discussing with my family and his family, where's the best place to hide it because we are going to lose it. That's how bad of a financial situation we were in. And a lot of people can relate to that because 50% of Americans miss one paycheck, they go bankrupt. That was me for a long time. And Q saved me. And so I'm going to talk just a couple of minutes about how we can help the deficiencies in your life, whether that be health, wealth, or community. I'm a silver leader here with Q Sciences. You probably don't know what that means, and that's okay. Most people don't. But what it means is that I have been able to help thousands of people live a better life one way or another. And I am so excited to share that with you tonight. We are everywhere, guys. So if you're not in the US, that's okay. I have a team in New Zealand. I have business partners soon to be in Austria. I have them in Norway, opening up in Mexico. We're everywhere. And you know why? You know why we're everywhere? Because everyone needs us. It's some form or another, it's some time or another. And so we have a global company, and this all began because of these two incredible men. You may be thinking, if you're like I was, okay, so this is one of those things, okay? That was me. I was the person that was like, listen, Linda, I don't want what you're selling. It's not gonna work. I don't believe in the whole you can make income from home thing. If those are going through your head or have been gone through your head, I implore you to just have an open mind. Because if I didn't have an open mind, I can't tell you where we would be. Financially or physically or mentally. I probably, honest to God, would not be here. So have an open mind because maybe you can help someone like Mr. Mark Wilson did. He helped his own granddaughter who was mentally struggling. And that family, can you imagine as a parent and a grandparent seeing your grandchild suffer mentally? I'm sure many of you can relate to that right now with everything that's going on with the pandemic and virtual learning, and nothing is the same and everyone is struggling. This company was founded on the fact that Mr. Mark Wilson saw changes in his grandchild and saw changes in his family, and he wanted that same opportunity for every family in the world. And so he founded Q Sciences, We are a mental health company that helps someone from everything from mental health to all the way to physical. But here's the thing, guys, you can have the best thing in the entire world, but if no one knows about it, how much good is it gonna do? Nothing. It's not gonna do any good. So he brought in Mr. Jake Spencer, who is one of my mentors. He is the president of Q Sciences, and he has redefined the industry. He has set up Q Sciences as an e-commerce that we can help other people in every possible way. How many of you right now have transitioned from physically going to work to now working at home? How many of you are like my husband who lost their job this year because of the things that are happening? These are things that I am incredibly passionate about because they have personally affected my family and they have affected Mr. Mark Wilson and Mr. Jake Spencer, and we are out to change the world. And like I said, we are globally. So we have a manager, Mr. Bengt Emanuelson. It's rapidly growing. The UK just recently opened, and y'all, if you know anybody in those areas, buckle up because the ship is taking off, and it is incredible what has happened in just these small areas. But the person that I really want to talk about is Dr. Stephen Kimberly. He really sets the pace for quality. He's our chief science officer. And be honest, you can put it in the chat if you'd like. How many of you maybe got the sniffles and maybe you're not feeling the best and maybe you've got a headache and you go and Google what your symptoms are? How many of you have Googled how you're feeling? You probably came up with a link WebMD. Well, Dr. Stephen Kimberly was a chief science officer there for 15 years, the chief editor. And he saw what was coming in. He saw people on a daily basis searching things like anxiety and depression and weight management and hormonal imbalances and other people struggling with postpartum depression and children with mental illness, special needs. And he got tired of being on the other end where he just sees it coming in and not being able to offer a solution. And so he decided to partner with Q Sciences and to do something about it. But the only way a man of his integrity would even consider partnering with a company was if he could have full reign over the ingredients, because he is a stickler. He's a naturopath. He wants the best for what our bodies deserve. And so if it doesn't pass his standards, it doesn't become a part of Q Sciences. Period. End of story. No more discussion. And he has put together with his science officers an incredible line of products ranging all the way from 1-year-old to 85-year-olds. Gives you the ability to truly have a full vertical of products that help you in everywhere in your life, from full spectrum hemp, which if you know what that is not marijuana. We're going to talk a little bit about that, all the way to vitamin sprays, to things to help with your immune system, weight management, and even just released a mental health line specifically for children. Very rare to be able to have that, and we have it here with Q Sciences. But first, I'm going to talk about our Q Core. This makes up about 60% of Q Sciences. It is my personal favorite because I have struggled with my mental health since I was about 9 years old. And I wish that I had a resource like this when I was a child. The Max, which is our brain hack, I call it our mental health, my mental health savior, but it has for the first time made me feel like I could truly be who God intended me to be. I wasn't going down the rabbit hole. I'm a better wife. I'm a better mentor. I'm a better person. I'm nicer. If any of you guys have struggled with mental health, you were literally chronically the Grinch. Like, there's a reason that was my favorite show or my favorite movie growing up, because I was like, I can relate to him. Oh yeah, that is me. And now I'm happier. I feel more of myself than I've ever been. I feel like I am who I was always supposed to be. And the Max helped change all of that. And trust me, guys, I've tried just about everything out there. That is paired with the Align, which rids your body of bad inflammation. So if you've got that like pregnant look, but you really know that you're not pregnant, and if one more person says something to you, you're probably going to lose it. Okay, first of all, you need the Max. Second of all, you need the Align, because it's going to help with that inflammation. But it's super important for gut health, which is why we've paired it with a third thing, which is the biotics. Very unique. I'm not going to get into all the nerdy stuff that's going to bore you and put you to sleep unless you're someone like a nurse and that stuff intrigues you. Whoever invited you on here today is going to follow up with you after this. And if you want any of that stuff, all the ingredients, the studies, blah, 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 all that stuff, you can get that. But all I can tell you is that it works. And I have tried just about everything out there. And so these three come together to be the perfect combination, creating our Q core. But guess what we just released on Saturday? We released a kids line that does all of this, tastes great, boosts their immune system, has elderberry in it, which if you know anything about elderberry, you know how good it is for your immune system. It has the brain hack to help them with their thinking. It's in a powder form, and it goes all the way from 1 year old to 13 years old. We have an entire program designed for children now in a time where it has never been more important to take care of our children and their mental health. So if that's something that intrigues you, something that maybe you want for your family, because I don't know about you guys, but the future of our world depends on the generations we are raising right now. And if I had this when I was a child, I feel like I wouldn't have struggled as much. I know I wouldn't have. And so if that's something that intrigues you, we have some really discounted products right now from now until Friday. So don't wait. It is going to go away. And so we do have those discounts for you to help provide more affordable options for your family's brain health and physical well-being. And whoever invited you on today can get that information for you. We also have oral sprays if you don't like taking pills. I'm also going to be taking the kids line because I don't like taking pills. I want to just put something in my drink and go. And the sprays are a great alternative to that as well. We have things all the way from helping you with your energy to the sleep spray. I know that that is a favorite of many people, especially for their kids. No more 10 glasses of water, no more one more hugs. Can I watch one more show? One more kiss, mom. That will help them to naturally fall asleep in the best possible way. And also gives you a peace of mind for just a couple minutes. Those minutes that you cherish as a mom, maybe in the shower, that'll give you a couple extra that you can do besides natural things. And so we have all the way from pain relief to D3 and the ever important immune system. I'm immunocompromised, and I find myself thinking about my immune support every single day since this year has began. And maybe you have too. And that's a great alternative for that. And we do have an entire weight management line. We have a whole program called the Q-Fit program. Y'all, it is amazing. See this down here? This before and after picture, 6 weeks with me just taking the shakes. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm like really picky. Like if I don't like it, I'm not touching it. I'm not eating that. That is not going anywhere near my mouth. I love these shakes. They taste great and they work so good. If you've ever been like me where you struggled with your weight, you've also struggled with your confidence. And that was something that I didn't think I would get back because I had been on so many medications for pain and mental health, and I gained so much. And I just wanted to feel like me. And this really helped to do that. Plus, it boosts your morning because it has a little bit of that brain hack that you need in there, which the Q has realized that your mental health and your brain health are so important. And so they pair those together everywhere they possibly can. And so we have things from muscle recovery creams to things to help with your carb blocking. If you're like me and you dream of rolling around in Italy one day, eating from restaurant to restaurant, I'm going to be bringing my trim with me so I don't come back 500 pounds and have to pay a crazy amount on the airplane because I'm making it go sideways with all the pasta I ate. The trim is amazing for that. And you pair that with that Align. And then you guys want to know how I have so much energy this late at night? The Dragonberry. The Dragonberry energy, y'all, it has a disclaimer though. If you drink this, you will get all your laundry done, all your floors mopped, and all the dishes put away. So just be aware before you take that you are going to want to clean and get stuff done. And so those are just incredible options for natural energy because everyone's got something going on right now. We all need that boost. So let's talk a little bit about hemp. Okay, what is hemp? Well, you're probably thinking, is that marijuana? No, it's not marijuana. It is in the same family, but it is different. Let me explain. Marijuana has really high THC, really low CBD. Okay. There's very few things that marijuana can help with that CBD can't. And CBD is a nice alternative because you see right here where it says THC and ND, that means non-detectable. My aunt was super concerned about taking any kind of CBD, full spectrum hemp for her anxiousness. And she had been looking into it for a while and she was just too scared. She didn't want to lose her job. She's a first responder. They drug test. And so she came to me and I was able to provide something for her anxiousness without her having to lose and sacrifice the job that she had worked so hard for. Hemp is amazing. And there are two different kinds. Most of what's on the market, you've probably tried CBD and you're like, oh, that stuff doesn't work for me. Okay, that was me. I tried just about everything. And I was like, Linda, get rid of the snake oil. I don't want it. It doesn't work. CBD is just one of those fads. Well, the thing is that every single one of them I tried, they were oil-based. That's almost all of what's on the market. You're going to absorb 6 to 8 to 12% of that maximum. Ours is water soluble and you get 85%. I don't know about you guys, but I would rather fill my gas up to 85 to 100% of the tank versus 6 to 12. That's just me. Paying the same price, I'd rather get the most mileage out of it. And that's what you're going to get with our hemp. Whoever invited you on can send you a super easy and convenient video that explains the difference. You don't have to be an expert. I'm not. I just know that it works for me and I can copy a link and send it and help explain to somebody. Besides, documentation beats conversation any day, and we have all of that. And this, what does it help you with? You may be wondering. Maybe you've never been exposed to hemp and CBD. Well, it helps all the way from things to pain to inflammation, overall good body health. You know, right now people are asking, you know, do you take CBD? 1% of people in the world take CBD right now in hemp. In 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, they're going to be asking, what kind do you take? And full spectrum hemp is going to be the one that you're going to want to choose. So we have things from creams that help with your muscle recovery. If I don't use that on leg day, I don't go up the stairs, period. End of discussion. That stuff is a lifesaver. We've also just recently released the Twist, which this is incredible and it tastes so good. It comes with 3 different flavors. One to calm your butt down, Linda. The second one to help with your appetite, and it tastes like a blue slushie. It's amazing. And the third helps you with hydration. I never drink enough water, and that helps to fill in those gaps that I'm missing. We also have things for your pets to help you rest better, to help you with your overall body needs, whatever it is that you're deficient in. Message whoever invited you on here and say, hey, I don't really know what I need, but this is what I'm struggling with, and I would love to have help with. And they're going to evaluate what is best for you for the best value. And so let's talk about money. How many of you guys are spending money on the internet? Be honest. Put it in the chat. How many of you are spending money on the internet? How many of you have clicked a cart since all this began? I am like best friends with the UPS guy now. My Amazon packages are always coming in. I have been nonstop Amazoning. That is how we are now. A lot of us are using e-commerce. A lot of us are shopping online. A lot of us are sharing our favorite drink on Facebook and our favorite clothes and whatever it is. Ooh, look at my new pumpkin. But how many of you guys are making money on the internet? Probably a very small percentage of you. And now is the time. You go into town. Does anyone even have a Kmart open anymore? I'm pretty sure they all closed. But I remember walking through those. I remember restaurants I used to grow up with, department stores. Things are shutting down now because more and more people are going e-commerce, especially in the year 2020. While many companies are shutting down, Q Sciences has exponentially grown. Last month alone, we grew by 144%. And if you know anything about business, that's incredible. Most people wish for a 10% increase in a month. And we are not slowing down anytime soon. This is just now starting up. If you ever wish that you were part of Amazon or Apple or one of those things that you're like, man, I wish I would have got in early and could have just sat back, kicked my feet up and did whatever I wanted for the next couple years. This is it. You're going to wish that you were a part of this one day. And now is your opportunity to be. How do you become a partner? How do you open your own e-commerce site? Well, let me show you, because we are with you every single step of the way. You're never alone. We are here. Whoever invited you on is going to see that you are successful. As long as you are disciplined, coachable, and consistent. Bring us those 3 things and we can help make you successful. And we do that by it's a $39.95 fee for the entire year to own your own business. That's insane. To own your own business for less than $40 and whatever products you want to start with, because you become the product of the product. You get your personal website, your back office. Guys, I don't have to touch product if I don't want to. I send someone my link, I go through that, it goes to the distribution center that I don't even touch. And then they send it out. I never even touch the package. It shows up on their front door. They love it. They keep getting it. That's how we do business here. You get tax benefits. But my personal favorite thing about Q Sciences is the financial freedom movement. As soon as you become a partner of Q Sciences, you get a free financial advisor. Let that sink in, because that is unheard of. We want to see you live a debt-free life. We want to see you be able to pay off your house, pay off your car, drop that financial baggage. I went from not even being able to pay my car to almost having it paid off. Last month, I paid off a credit card. I have money in my savings. And guess what, guys? During all this COVID stuff, my husband was laid off probably 8 months out of this year. It's October. He worked 2 months out of this year. And we have been financially secure because of this freedom movement and what Q Sciences has to offer with our finances. But maybe you're not interested in the business. Maybe you're not interested in creating a legacy for your family or having that security in case that one paycheck is missed. Maybe you just want to improve the quality of your own health in your family. You can become a preferred customer and you get the same pricing as we do. You also get a reward program that if you keep your order on auto ship, not that you have to, but if you do, we reward you with free products. And it's super fun. Who doesn't like getting a free coffee? And then it's only $10 for the whole year. We do have a system that works. You may be wondering, I can't do this. I don't know anybody. I've never worked from home. How do you even make money with that? Well, guys, we have a system that works. I didn't know anyone. I don't even like people, or I didn't. When I first started, I was like, all of my objections were, I don't know anybody. I've been too sick. I don't have time. And I don't like people. Well, they said, okay, that's fine. We can teach you. We can help you. Except for the whole not liking people thing. You need some personal development for that, but you'll be okay. I am an introvert. I would rather stay home and read all day. And I get to have the freedom to do that. Yesterday, I got to take the day off and go carve pumpkins with my husband and go to the pumpkin patch. It was a Monday. Normally, we would have been at work. But because of the opportunity that Q Science offers, we have the freedom to go where we want, do what we want, with whom we want. And so, like I said, we do have a reward program for customers and for ambassadors. But if you're a smart business person, you're looking at this and thinking, okay, so I introduce people to things that they need, not through spamming, not through any of that stuff. Not posting all over your Facebook all the time. We teach you how to be true business owners. But you're thinking, so if I introduce this to people that need it, then they continue to order and they get rewarded for that. They get free products. So they're excited to keep that on, and they have products that they're loving, that it's working for them. They can feel the difference. Then that's creating a residual income for me. I know every single month what I'm getting paid. Let me show you. So we get paid 4 different ways. We get paid customer commission. So say you share it with your sister-in-law who really struggles with anxiousness, and your brother who he really needs some extra energy before his workout, and maybe your best friend who her son is really struggling with focusing right now on his virtual learning. You get a customer commission kickback. The second way we get paid is to help other people open their e-commerce site. I helped 5 people hit the rank of executive last month. Executive means in their first 30 days, they get a $750 paycheck. Christmas is in less than 2 months. This has been the hardest year financially for many families. What is your plan? Do you have that extra income? And what's releasing on Friday is our Owners are always wanting to help us financially. And so they're going to be paying out extra bonuses for Christmas called Christmas cash. So if this is something you're interested in, even 1%, call immediately after this and say, look, I'm interested. I want to know, what do I need to do to make $1,000 for my kids' Christmas? We will help you do that. Maybe you're not wanting to go full time. Maybe you just want a little extra money in the bank. Or maybe you do want to go full time. Maybe you're like, I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired. I hate my job. I want to do something that I can go and pick up and go. Or you're like me and you can't work a normal job. We can show you a way to make an extra $200 a month or an extra $20,000 a month. It depends on where your dedication is and how much you're willing to put in this. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're going to come in and in a week, you're going to start making $8,000 a month. We are going to help you along the way where you are and what you want to do. You put in 100%, we put in 100%. We are here to help you succeed. So the third way we get paid is those extra bonuses, which I have personally used to pay off more debt because I want to live debt free. And the fourth way we get paid, and this is really different, guys. This is the part where most people go, what? If you've ever done anything like this. We pay money towards the debt of your choice outside of your paycheck, not towards a depreciating asset. We want to see you live free, and we help you do that every step of the way. Maybe this isn't for you. Maybe you're on here and you're doing a friend a favor and you're like, I appreciate you, girl, love you, but it's just not something I want. And I have perfect health and I don't need anything. Maybe you do need a little help with your health. Maybe you're lacking in energy. Maybe you need some help like I did mentally. But maybe you're also like me and you're thinking, I could do this. If someone shows me how and someone's there to help me every step of the way, I could do this. I could bring an extra income. I could have that money for Christmas. I could stop robbing Paul to pay Peter. I was constantly paying the minimum on my credit card so I could fill up the gas tank in my car so I could get to work. And I got sick and tired of that. You can decide to be a drop of water and ripple and change in the world, or you can decide to be a tidal wave of change and change the world. The decision is yours. You want to make a difference. You want to change the trajectory of your family's life and stop generational poverty and start creating a legacy that is felt for generations. Then open your mind and open your mouth and say, give me some more information. I want to know more. I hope everyone has an amazing night. I thank you so much for coming on and supporting whoever asked you to. And thank you so much for your time. And I hope you stay safe. And I hope most importantly, you stay kind.